Last time on Magical Miss, Romi asks Xena to help with the worms at the Rose Festival. Gayle learns more about Merlin's cursed eyes. Lily learns that her succession to the throne is in trouble because of Leo's past deeds and how the media is worried that she'll follow in his footsteps. Lily ends up kissing Tyrone. The morning after, the team come up with a half-baked plan. Gayle's gonna steal fairy dust from her dad Riven, while everyone else just hangs around the float. Gabby has an internal crisis and confides in Gayle, saying that Ivan basically snuggled up to her all night and she's reeling. So we have a half-assed plan and lots of feelings to process throughout the group. This is gonna be a memorable Rose Festival. Welcome to Magical Miss.
Well, we have a very planned out, meticulous day. Gabby had all of this down to a T, and she has her phone. She has the planner out. She is going through all those motions. So pretty much everyone except Gayle, Ivan, and Merlin are all heading to the start of the parade. And that's basically the meeting on the innermost parts of the library to then exit out the back and get on these floats and then start this parade. So you're meeting there, and Gabby shows you all your outfits.
Okay.
Now, I did send all of these to the players, so I'm going to really quickly kind of describe what the moms are wearing. And for the most part, all the girls are going to be wearing, and boys, something of a similar nature. But I love every single one of them. Musa and Yuya are wearing this light pink rose, almost Yuya is wearing more of a jumpsuit version with a fun little petaled green jacket. Musa is it's very Asian inspired, you can still see pants. You see this petaled, beautiful kind of cloak floating out from there. You have, goodness gracious, Bloom with this almost clownfish, floaty vibe, but it has the patterns of petals. And Gabby, as she's trying to direct the crowd, someone's trying to get her to get in this dress as she's still doing last minute playing. She is not getting in her outfit right away, but she wears almost a smaller version of her mother's dress. You have Flora with this beautiful, almost gravity defying wave of purple, so kind of sense of petals and flowers blooming up from her back. It's very avant-garde. Iris is wearing that but in a jumpsuit, and she is not a fan of the color palette. It's too light for her, and you can see that she doesn't like it. And Dawn very secretly, as she's getting dressed into hers, twiddles her fingers to have the colors take on a darker tone for Iris. And then her brother Cole puts on a very beautifully rose jacket, black undertone, very, very basic. But Iris kind of whispers a quick little thank you to Dawn. But speaking of Dawn and her mother are it is almost the most gorgeous floofiest dress. It all looks like rose, orange, yellow, petals of flowers with almost the flower coming up from the back and out from the front. It is just stuff everywhere. Stella looks like she was born from a flower, and Dawn is kind of this shorter knee length version of it. And Ravi, though, very much different from Iris's brother. Ravi is wearing neck down, kind of going to the wrist as well, with a little bit of almost an ice skater flare and flared pants.
Yes.
From the knees down, it's all flared. He looks like he could just walk down a runway arm in arm with his mother, and he belongs there because that is where he belongs. That's where he is used to being, in the spotlight of whatever flashing camera is in front of him. And
he can do no wrong.
Yeah, right.
He can do no wrong with his fits. We see Layla with this almost the waves are in her skirt, up to her neck, but flower petals of a very light pink are brushing over the waves. So Lily, what are you wearing?
Well, I guess
did say it's similar, but
yeah, it's a similar situation. Okay, this is more for, because I sent a little bit of some inspo in the chat, but it's from what I remember, it was it was like a see-through corset situation, but one side of the corset had like a draping, like billowing skirt element to it, but like underneath, pants and some really hot stilettos. And basically she's doing that with like, but with like the waves and the ocean and the little flowers like sticking out. It's like half of Layla's dress, but like see-through corset and pants and hot heels.
Hell yeah.
We love it. I love it. And when you see like Gabby like hand this to you, she's like, I made a couple changes. I hope that you like it. Also hair and makeup is over there if you want to get ready over there as well. And she hands Romi her dress. Looks very similar to Techna's. Techna's is like this like hard jutting, like, you know how avant-garde shit like literally goes out of nowhere. Like that is Techna. It is like dress everywhere. There's like some like slim like not pants, but like the slim like boots that kind of come up to meet her. It's like almost like the boot and the pant are one thing. And it's all like technology. It all looks like it was made out of a motherboard, and like the lines that would show like traveling light make flowers.
Ooh.
So with that in mind, what would Romi's look like next to her mom?
It's did we have a say in like the design of it, or did Gabby just kind of government assign us? I can't remember that.
Kind of more government assigned, because you guys didn't actually respond to her at all.
Right, we didn't.
You didn't.
Yeah, so it very much mimics Techna's. It's just in where Techna's got more of her regular purple colorway. It's more of the like the greens and the oranges that were like reminiscent of Timmy. But it is like, it's smaller, it's a little more compact, and I see a lot of the like edges and everything in the top, like having it with a sort of big cowl turtleneck kind of thing with all the angles. Open back though.
Oh, yes.
Cute.
Yes.
Cute.
She's like, you know what, Gabby? You have worked really hard on this. I would have preferred not to match my mom, but I will wear this for you. Okay?
You're okay wearing it?
I kind of have to.
Beautiful. Okay, cool. And Gabby kind of goes back to her phone of like planning the day, because it's like if you had said like no, it would have been like slight meltdown. Like I'm trying to scramble and still save this parade from being completely ruined. So she is very much distracted in these moments. But as you guys are getting dressed, and Tyrone is there kind of standing guard, someone has provided him more of like a guard security, like black suit shades.
Yeah,
like,
get down, Mr. President kind of situation.
Yeah, very much get down, Mr. President, but it's get down, Miss Princess. But eventually Leo kind of comes in to get his outfit.
Oh, yeah.
And get changed. Because, you know, Leo is still a thing. He's still a part of this.
He exists.
He's your brother. You can't get rid of him. Sorry. He still has to come to the family functions. But Leo comes in, and he is going to be wearing like a very similar I want to say scoop neck, like a higher necked like shirt and jacket that looks very wavy, but the pants are very trim, so still kind of like mellow to what he's doing. And he's like commenting on the jacket. He is complaining about like how early he has had to be here and got picked up by Charlie, that Tyrone didn't wake him up because he wasn't there. And so as you are all getting dressed, Leo is like, Tyrone, man, like where were you last night? Like first there was the whole like DJ 3 Wakes, you just dipped, and then like you're not even there this morning. Like what the heck, man? And Tyrone is just like, shades are like kind of up on his head. He's still like not in security mode entirely, and he's like, you know, just a couple things came up, had to go comfort a friend, and had to continue to do that basically. You know, things come up. And Leo is very not much believing him, but he's like, whatever, man, like we'll just talk later, I guess. But within that moment, Layla,
yes,
as well as Leo and you it's the three of you that are there.
Fuck.
Naboo's still back on planet, and it's the three of you that are there. And Layla is like kind of like brushing her hands over the skirt. Her hair's all beautifully done up in like this gorgeous like wave flowers are mixed into it. And she kind of looks at the two of you. I've heard from Charlie and others, and Tyrone looks very much quiet at this point, that we are not conducting ourselves in a behavior fitting of the crown. Do either of you have anything to say about anything?
Mom, you are literally like this when you were our age. Why are you flipped on a dime? Our court is so relaxed compared to other courts. Why does this even matter? It's not. I haven't been that bad. I like side glance over to Leo. He's been to more parties than I have.
I've been better. I haven't even gone to like half the normally that I would last year.
So
I
like,
listened to what you asked, Mom. That is not a nice tone to use to your mother, Leo. I would appreciate it if you didn't use it. Fine. I'm sorry. But as you were talking about this, if you were to look at your phone, you know of the news articles that have been out, the call from the Senate to have you and your brother taken off from the line for the actions this year. Lily is going to gain the negative tag of disrespectful and disrespect in relation to failure to uphold the legacy of the crown.
Oh no.
What? Lily is taking offense to this because literally she has been a wallflower up until 2 years ago. She has been behaving perfectly up until then. And
Yeah,
Leo has been behaving since like the age of 8 and nothing has happened. And now everything is just hitting Lily now. It's like, what the fuck?
Maybe go to
guys.
class.
We've had a lot of fun here. It's time to talk about misogyny. Sorry.
You know, if she doesn't even go to class, that's a lot.
Misogyny?
Because this can come from multiple sources. Mom's not just getting this from security. She's probably also gotten a call from Palladium. Or
Palladium's like, this bitch.
Your daughter hasn't been to any of my classes. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Hello, Queen of Andros. It is my regret to inform you that your daughter Liliana has not attended a single one of my classes except for day 1.
Palladium is a fucking
midterm
snitch.
exams are coming up shortly, and then the finals at the end of the year before winter break. I do hope that she is able to get her grades up by then. However, she will have to repeat the class. I don't even know.
We love Palladium.
Palladium is a little fucking snitch. I'm gonna destroy him. Anyways,
good luck with that. He's
I know.
At this point much more powerful than you
He would turn me into an apple and leave me as an apple, and I would just die as an apple.
You just sit on top of the basket. Horses or unicorns might come around, clapping around, and just take a whole ass bite out of that.
I look at my mom, and this is like Lily knows in her head that this is not an appropriate time for this, but she like pulls her mom off to the side and she says, when this is done, I just want to talk to you about what happened last summer.
Last summer?
Not this previous summer, but last year's summer.
No. Remind me as the GM, are you talking about when you all went to a rave or the assassination? Okay.
The assassination.
Beautiful. You see your mom's face go from a very neutral, like queenly, motherly look that she often uses with your brother, and sometimes now you. Kind of like, almost like have like a little like the slightest little like difference, like she's a little surprised. Okay. If you want to talk about it, are you sure?
Yeah.
All right then. That should be fine. Of course. I should have time before I have to go back to Andros.
I thought Dad was coming.
Well, he has to stay behind and make sure that not all of one crown's lineage is in one place. That's very dangerous to have. So he's still running the Senate and putting out fires, so to speak. Not that anything is actually specifically on fire. That would be kind of... And she kind of hesitates on as if she might say that would be cool or interesting if something was on fire, but she kind of stops herself from saying that. Let's go check in with Gabby. I'll chat with Aunt Bloom, and we should probably start this parade soon.
Right.
And with that, she kind of leaves you be, and Tyrone kind of steps up next to you, like still like shades kind of half back on his head.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk to your mom about summer before last now? What's
Yeah.
with that?
Just want to know what else. Like, I don't know, any details I'm missing from it all.
I mean, what details do you want?
All of them. Maybe not the details when someone almost tried to stab me or however they were trying to murder me, but the events leading up to it. Who was it? Was it part of like, what is it, Tritanus or something? Was it?
From what I know of internal investigations, and I only know so much, your mom might know more. No, I don't think it was your uncle.
Okay.
They didn't seem to have a magical item to give them 2 legs to walk on. Or anything similar like that. And then his red ruby crown, Triton, all of that is locked away in the basement of Andros. So
The
even
basement
if
of
that, he would be
Andros.
yeah, whatever.
Every good kingdom has a basement.
The basement in the planet.
Did you know that?
Yes, the basement in the ocean. Very smart, Tyrone.
The basement under the castle, the one that only you and your family can open.
Yeah.
The vault of weapons and secret items, unless they've been moved into the circle of light and their holdings, because they have different dark objects there too.
Yeah. Lily pauses and she's like, probably knew this is more of an afterthought. Just because stuff happened last night and I just want to talk about that.
Leo kind of not Leo, Tyrone kind of fixes the shades back on his head. What about it?
We'll talk about it after. Not when there's
Sure.
so many people here.
Because at that moment, like Leo kind of just lumbers up to the 2 of you talking and just starts talking with Tyrone about the typical maneuvers. He also brings up Coda, Rami's cousin,
Mm-hmm.
and how he's been performing during like practice rounds and like recommending like of how to help him improve.
And
from
I'm
that
out of here.
standpoint.
Lily,
And yeah, so he talks to me about
Lily
really-
just slinks
that.
away.
Tyrone kind of like gives you a nod as you kind of like head out. Leo doesn't seem to notice that you've left at all.
Yeah.
But you know, that just seems like a normal. But are you heading over to Romi?
I guess. Okay, hang on. So is Ventus here?
Ventus is here. Ventus is here.
Ventus is
Because Rami's struggling with her outfit. She is like, it's like backless, and so she's trying to like do the snaps on the side.
I'll go
and,
up
like,
to Rami. I'll go
all
up to
of that,
Rami.
and she's like,
straggling.
I would want to
Rami,
and
stop!
she's like,
Rami, stop moving! I got it!
got it. No, there's too many angles,
You
Lily.
do
I
not
got it.
You do not got this. Do you see what your hands are doing? You're not even touching the thing. Just turn around. I like grab you by the shoulders and I like turn you around. And like, sorry, my hands are kind of cold. And then she just kind of like,
Lily, you were not exaggerating. Why are your hands so cold?
I don't know. I don't know. And then she just like just fixes up her dresses. She's like, okay. I love the open back though. It's a look.
I mean, yeah, but where do I put my bra? Like, you know, like I don't really need it, but it's like, it's in the pile of my clothes and it's like, I don't know, it feels kind of weird to not be wearing one.
I don't know. The freedom seems nice though.
Rami thinks about it for a second.
You roll just like a really quick luck check for me? Mainly Rami, just Rami mainly.
Oh, just mostly Rami. Okay.
7.
Lily, go ahead and give me a luck check as well.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
6.
Fuck.
The 2 of you don't seem to notice anyone, but you are trying to fix this and this situation in a rather open space, and there is also the men's dressing room not too far away.
I mean,
I'm like telling Romi, it's fine. Like you have like a bunch of like the dress is enough stuff on it, so like it's fine.
I don't know, like usually I at least have something.
I guess it's fine. You know, it's great. You look great. Does it have pockets? Does your dress have pockets?
Does my dress have pockets?
Roll for luck. It was Gabby smart enough to put pockets in this dress.
No.
Where am I even supposed to put?
I have pockets.
Oh my god!
I have pockets. Give me whatever your phone.
You don't have pockets either.
Yes, I do. I have pants. Pants have pockets.
These pants have fake pockets.
Yeah, sorry about that one.
God, hi guys. We've had a lot of
Fake
fun. Time to talk about misogyny again.
God damn it.
Exactly. But as you guys are looking frantically for pockets, you from the men's dressing room comes out Cole and Ravi.
Oh.
And the two of them are like walking by in a sense, but they're like, why are you patting yourself down?
We have no pockets. This is atrocious. There's no, I have pants and I have no pockets.
Ravi kind of gives you the, well, yeah, these are avant-garde type outfits. They're not really made for being functional.
Well, who's going to hold my phone?
Cole kind of is like, well, I can just like fit it somewhere on me.
Okay.
And then from like the recesses of absolutely nowhere comes Dawn, and she's like, or you can just stick it down the front of your dress. You have both.
Dawn, I'm having a boob problem right now. I can't fit it down there.
This is a see-through This is a see-through course that like nothing is going to be hiding except for I can
fix that. And Dawn twiddles her fingers, and the see-through corset becomes not see-through.
Your sex appeal, it's gone.
Sex appeal. This is supposed to be a parade, a family parade. I'm surprised that Gabby gave you something that was translucent. Really?
Maybe it was
He's like, no, but it was like a look. Dawn, it was a look.
It was a look. Honestly,
yes, but like then now you can like hide your phone in there, and it won't look weird or pop out.
No, but the phone, and like Lily like demonstrates that she like puts the phone in the corset. You can see like rectangular shaped thing like just sticking out there. Like, okay, the fabric isn't that thick. You can still see it, and it's gonna look stupid. So, and she like fishes it out, and she's like, it's not gonna work.
Fine. And Ventus, from seemingly nowhere, then comes out and he's like, I will just hold on to everyone's phones, and then we can just collect them afterward. How does that sound?
I also have my mini welding kit.
You do not need that. Leave that with your clothes.
I look at Lily and go, what if there's an emergency?
A mini welding kit? How big is the mini welding kit?
It's like you know those like travel like nail clipper and like tweezer like little like leather pouches that are like that big. It's basically that, but with a teeny little welder. She's like, what if I need to do something on the fly? What if the float breaks and we have to fix it? And you know, there's a piece of metal that needs to be welded that really won't do well with a magic spell. It's just helpful to have.
Side note, did we tell the Red Fountain boys? Did we tell the Red Fountain boys at all about what the plan was?
Ventus and Ravi were aware of that. So they are aware, and someone from Red Fountain was aware of this whole situation. And as this whole debate of what the fuck you're supposed to do with a miniature welding kit is happening. Like Gabby is also coming over and be like, what is the issue? And her and Dawn are in a heated debate about whether or not it is important of having a welding kit on you. That Dawn does come up with a solution, but you don't really sense or hear it because Ventus kind of sidles up next to Romi and kind of says, I have a bit of a update of sorts on a couple things you wanted me to check out for. And he kind of like nudges his head like away from like the majority of the group.
Yes, let's talk about that. Yeah. I hold up my arm to take his.
Ventus kind of looks down at it and says, after you.
Oh my god. She like wraps his arm around hers and is like, we have to look not suspicious, okay? So we're just having a promenade.
This is more suspicious.
This looks very suspicious. I'm watching him talk in front of me.
We got it. Fine.
Just walk.
And,
just walk in a corner.
All right.
She's walking and she goes, okay, what's going on?
So, essentially, I have been keeping an ear out. Same with Robbie. I've told the other guys as well, so they're all aware. But when I was talking to the Red Fountain girls, a couple of them raised some concerns. Nina hasn't had a fight of sorts with Keegan.
Okay.
And a couple of the other guys, because when she was the first girl that really got here, truly, when we all started. And so between her and Leo, she's always had a hard time of being at Red Fountain as a female. And
Of course it's Leo.
I think some things certainly resurfaced. Leo didn't start nothing, but he did back then, of course. But
I mean, Leo's
we
an
haven't
ass.
seen Nina since yesterday.
Shit.
She hasn't been in the room, and she has not been picking up calls.
Fuck. Does she have like somewhere that she normally like goes to train or anything? Then
Those are
she
typically at Red
probably has
Fountain,
a worm.
and she's not in there.
She's not in there.
No, so wherever she is right now, she's.
Do you have her number?
Of course I do.
Did I give Ventus my phone because he has pockets?
Did you give him your phone because he has pockets?
I mean, that and my welding kit. So I hold out my hand and go, okay, I need my phone. I might be able to track her down if you give me her number.
And he hands you over your phone, but Dawn has your welding kit. And you see that Dawn is doing something to your welding kit that you can't really see, but Gabby is like, we do not have time for this. We're trying to figure a few things out, and you making a welding kit into a purse is not one of them.
Romi kind of
As
looks
you can see, like through the races of people, as Dawn is trying to magically make like a strap of some sorts that would match your dress, and trying to scrub away like the dirt and the grime and the oil from the outside of your welding kit, so it could just look like it's a bag.
That's my favorite oil stain.
Oh my god.
Robbie's like frozen for a second and she's watching this like
getting clean.
Vengeance, you've got to stand between me and that. I can't look over there right now.
She's cleaning. I'm sorry, are you a person that has a dirty workstation? I don't know if I can be friends with you.
My workstation is perfectly fine, but the stains on my tools are scars. They're battle scars that they've earned through good, hard work.
I feel like you're a person who would want marble countertops.
Romi kind of blinks and goes, those are totally impractical.
Yeah, because anytime you stain or ruin them, they stay.
But then I won't be able to see it. Then I won't be able to be like, oh, I was making that when I did that.
No, yeah, that's why I'm saying you would like marble whatever. Okay, like just go.
Romi just kind of smiles and is like, no, tell me more about marble countertops. I'm going to be, I'll be looking up Nina, but I really want to hear more countertops.
No, changed my mind.
Come on.
I have no inclination.
She like bumps her hip against his and is like, you're being a baby.
I'm being no such thing.
Sure.
Okay, just tell me how you're doing whatever it is you're doing.
Well,
and you can go ahead and roll a mental to see if you are able to track Nina's phone.
Perfect. Mental. 9.
You feel like a lot of difficulties sometimes with tracking phones is having a triangulation. And as you're describing the difficulties of like you need like cell towers to ping to get an accurate reading, you are getting like so many readings because she is somewhere in the heart of Magix. So you know she's in the area, but wherever specifically, you're not sure. But she's nearby. And you're not too sure what that means.
Okay, good news. I've got pings on her.
Okay, and so we know where she is.
Well, you can see I've got a lot of pings here, and it's all right here in the heart of Magix, but I don't know exactly where she is. She's, based on her movements, it's incredibly volatile, and she's probably
she's probably already taken by one of these worms and is probably like, grr,
Yeah, Nina's
already
not a
ready to
person
go.
to stay mad at one of her teammates like something like that.
Yeah, well, these
So-
worms are really fucking with people, dude. It's,
Yeah.
you know,
Do we have a way to get rid of them? Like, what are we doing? Why are we at this festival parade right now?
how is,
She grabs his big biceps and it's like,
because, listen, Gayle's got a plan and she's going to be really sneaky and we need to not let anything get in her way. We need to just business as fucking usual. If we need to go fight Nina, we got to fight Nina because she's going to get some fairy dust and she's risking a lot and we're going to help her, okay?
Fairy dust?
Yeah.
You do know that all of our mothers can produce fairy dust.
Shush. They can, but do you really want your sister's event to be upstaged by your mom?
If it means that Nina is safe, and
Nina's
however many
going to be
other
safe.
people need it, yes.
Ventus, Nina will be safe. Nina will be safe. We're going to fix everything. This is something it's going to be a lot bigger of an issue. And a lot more people are going to get in danger if our moms get involved. That's why we're handling it.
Roll to convince someone.
you got it.
Come on.
That's a 14. Homegirl has got A+2 to persona.
No, convince someone is emotional.
It's emotional shit.
It's emotional.
I mean, you still rolled
sure
a
you don't have
12.
negative
It's 12
three.
then.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
still,
sure you
okay,
have negative
okay,
three.
rolled
Like,
a
you're still
fucking
good.
12.
okay. Okay, still good. Never mind.
Okay, that's okay. Ventus still has that look of like he doesn't believe you in that sense. Well, I'm sure Gabby wouldn't have gone along with this unless she knew you guys had a plan. But whatever Gabby decides, I'm going with her.
Totally.
And
All right, well, let's have business as usual then. And he offers you his arm this time to promenade you back to the group.
why, thank you. I mean, I am dressed to the nines, as you can see, and we need to show off a little bit, don't we? It's the whole point of this.
Yes, let's show off to this room of security. Why not?
Better audience than none, right?
Oh, Claire, I want to send Arnie like a quick text saying like, hey, my phone's going to be off of me because I don't have fucking pockets in this outfit, so it's going to suck. I tell him like the Cliff Note plan about Gayle getting fairy dust to dispel the wormies and stuff. But the second shit hits the fan, look out for the moths and angry people. I won't be able to get into contact with you unless if I come barreling into you. So yeah. And then text him that. And then I hand the phone over to Tyrone because I figured he would be the one closest to me if shit were to hit the fan.
Ooh, there we go.
Two things.
Yes.
Super quick.
Yes.
First, just roll me a luck check.
Okay. 4.
Oh no.
And would Tyrone know your passcode to your phone, or would you even have a passcode?
I think it's just the Face ID, but I guess she would have like an emergency pin if like her face didn't work.
So
Do I need to roll another luck check or
no.
no? Okay.
No, you give Tyrone your phone.
Yep. Here you go.
And he's like, all right, sounds good. We'll keep it safe. And he pops in like the back of his pants.
Mhm.
And you guys are all wondering, like, how is everything supposed to happen if we're supposed to act normal? Like, there are angry people that are like in the crowd. Like, what is this supposed to mean? And we cut to Gayle with her two warlock men.
Doobie doobie doo wapu.
And
doobie
as
doo
I just want to
wapu.
do a real quick of like, as you are like getting out of the elevator, you see almost at the end of the line of cars, like there is Merlin's car, and there is like an almost like equal, if not different, like type of car next to it. and they're both numbered for the top suite. But you all pile into Merlin's car. And like almost like seeming like coming out of that other fancy car from like the driver's seat comes a very fancifully dressed, clean-shaven, elderly gentleman. And Ivan kind of goes like, "Oh fuck," and kind of just like sits a little bit like lower in the seat as he's like trying to put on his shirt. He's like, "Merlin, go, go, go." And Merlin's just like, "God fucking damn it, Ivan," as he like puts it in reverse and gets this car out of here. Meanwhile, this elderly gentleman is like trying to like wave the car down to stop until you guys like are safely outside.
Gayle will
Merlin
wave
kind of
goodbye
vibe
as he's waving.
My God.
Very cheerily, just
Where's Gayle sitting in this car? Are you passing or are you
shotgun.
backseating him? Okay. Shotgun, of course.
Yeah.
Ivan like eventually pops up between the two of your seats and he's like, "Dear God." And Merlin's like, "You gotta stop. You're gonna have to start avoiding him at one point, dude." He's like, "Yeah, but like, not today. Today we have shit going on. Like, a girl Gayle might get like taken away from everything she knows and loves. Like, worms are getting into everyone's brains. Like, I can't miss this." And Merlin's like, "I'm sure you can't wait to miss it."
So, Ivan, just to ask, who is that guy? Just like your dad, your granddad?
My dad's butler.
Oh, wait, what?
Well,
Gayle.
he's like this. So basically, he's a butler, but he's also kind of my attendant. He looks after pretty much everything I do, so from like social life down to like the minute of my day. Except for when I've been in Cloud Tower, I've been kind of giving them the slip most of the time. So, no, okay.
Don't think you're giving him the slip.
No. He definitely had a security alert when we all came around last night, but I turned off all the cameras, so we should be good.
You don't think that would have made him more worried?
I don't know, probably. But
Gayle looks sort of like sideways at Merlin.
Yep, that's Bernard. Bernard the butler, who he's been avoiding like clockwork. "What does he want you to do this time?" And Ivan from the backseat is like, "Well, I think that there are marriage proposals that he wants me to look at now, but I can't be sure. That might have been last week's thing. I'm pretty sure he's going to keep you on that, Ivan. I'm pretty sure." Maybe.
That's not usually a 1 week sort of thing. Well, okay. We can deal with you getting married later.
I'm not getting married. I'm going to Cloud Tower, and I'm going to graduate. I'm going to be a warlock. Gonna have crazy cool parties. Merlin is kind of like rolling. Like, you can't see him roll his eyes, but you just feel the energy of Merlin just being like, "Yeah, okay, man."
Can feel Merlin roll his eyes.
Yeah, you can just sense it in the deepest part of your soul.
Okay. Gayle's going to text her dad to meet her at Donaldo's bakery.
Beautiful.
Hopefully give her a bit of a home field advantage.
Sounds good. Are you texting Donaldo as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
also, could you give me a mental roll for me real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
8.
You're on your phone and you just like there's something that was like nagging you in the back of your head, just like the smallest bit, when Gabby was talking about the Rose Festival and that she'd sent and emailed you guys all invitations, and you're like, "I never checked any of that."
Yeah, no.
But she also didn't seem concerned that you weren't coming entirely.
Gayle's gonna like real quick check her email, just like after she shoots out like the quick text to her dad and to Donaldo, being like, "Hey, Donaldo might be robbing my dad at your bakery. If I've got to run, please cover for me and act like you don't know me."
Donaldo. Oh my god. Donaldo messages back pretty quick. "I'm opening the store now. What the fuck are you stealing from your dad?"
A supply of powerful fairy dust that'll help us disenchant some magical curses.
I would have asked if it would have just been easier if you just asked him, but I'm sure that you already went through that avenue, potentially.
He's not in the mood for me asking.
Fair. I'll say, hey, stranger, when I see you, and send you a quick little thumbs up.
Gotcha. Then Gayle's gonna real quick check her email.
You do see, like, as soon as you open up your email, you see a new email come through, and it is from Hathor. You vaguely recall that you did ask Hathor in person if he could put together a little set of documents detailing, like, like the whole discovery of the meteor and how important it was to find it so you could present it to your dad as a reason for you to stay at Alfea.
Yeah.
And he did follow through. He emailed it just now.
Right.
But give me another mental check, like as you super quick read through his email.
Yeah,
I'm
just scroll through. 10.
So even though like you're just glazing through it, you are such an immaculate reader to pick out interesting and or pertinent information that this is the most bland and not well thought out with message. And it's not well thought out. It's like there's all the math that's there. But when you asked him, like, hey, how you discovered it, he isn't clear on how he did it.
Okay, so it doesn't elucidate anything on how he discovered the meteor in the first place.
So from what you can tell, he just started calculations out of nowhere with no idea why. So you have to wonder, why was Hathor curious about the meteor in the first place?
Gotcha. Well, that didn't work, but it was worth a shot.
It was. You just didn't have a really compelling argument for you.
At the very least, does it list him as Hathor, Prince of Promethea? Or
as the tag? Probably. He probably has an automatic tag on his email. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, coolio. Just in case, she's gotta butter up her dad a little bit first.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what else are you looking in for your email? In your email, what are you looking for?
Well, she's checking. Well, she got that email from Hathor. Great, she really wanted that. She's also checking to see what she's gotten, from like Gabby.
So she did email from like the official events of like the Rose Day Festival. It had its own email, but every email you've gotten about it is the very general of like, hey, there's a Rose Festival, please attend. These are the events, these are the dates. The Winx Club is going to be there. And you don't see a email inviting you to be a part of it at all during any of the emails that you have gotten from this official account.
Yeah, Gayle kind of rolls her eyes, says, I freaking knew it. And real quick, just like checks like, the route that the float's going to take and the time which it's going to start. That way she knows where to rendezvous with people.
You know that even with Merlin's immaculate driving, you're going to be cutting it close to be getting back. So whatever you do with your dad, it's going to have to be like on time, on the money to get back in time.
Yep. Oh yeah, don't worry. Gayle's got a perfect plan for this situation.
I'm so excited. Merlin parks outside of Donaldo's, and the three of you kind of like clamber out. But Ivan kind of hesitates the slightest bit. Do you want us to wait out in the car somewhere else? Because your dad has clocked me already, and I don't think he likes me.
So here's the thing, Merlin. I need you to be in the car for a quick getaway. Ivan, you...
Because I don't know about making your dad angry. Like, boyfriends, different. Dads, whole other ballpark.
No. You're good. I just need you to be in the bakery.
Oh, yeah. Sure, no problem.
Yeah, no, it's really, really easy. Just, be in the bakery, relax, at a table by maybe by the window or something,
Ivan very confidently, like relaxed, like saunters into the shop before you go in, and Merlin kind of gives you a quick be safe.
Yep, and don't worry, if my dad isn't there, Ivan should come flying out the window in roughly 10 seconds.
Did Romi a luck check?
Oh fuck, 5.
Advantage?
Like,
Advantage?
almost
You have the advantage that Nicole dropped. You could
Nicole?
use that
you
advantage,
want
bro.
to use advantage on this?
Yes.
Fuck. 6.
Yay.
You know, Nicole, you're very nice.
Nicole is the
Unfortunately,
best.
I can't roll for shit.
The dice want a certain thing to happen, and the thing will happen as it should. As you are saying, he should fly out in about the next 10 seconds. Like, the door didn't even fully fucking close.
Oh
And
shit.
Ivan is like head over heels, like flying backwards, crumpled, like ass up in the air, like crumpled on the ground. He's like, your dad's already in there. Fuck.
Okay.
This is why I don't deal with dads. And you see from that like glass doorway, you can like barely see a sliver of Donaldo like shocked faced from the other side of the counter and then disappear as Riven appears in the doorway. He has like this beaten like leather jacket, jeans, like he looks almost as if he did in the older days, except he has like almost slicked back kind of Keanu Reeves hair. I'd say.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like that fits him. I don't know why. I feel like that fits him. But he kind of comes out and he clocks you the moment after. Gayle, we're leaving. Now.
Hey, Dad.
Where are your bags?
Nowhere.
All right. That's easier. Let's go. And he
So-
reaches to grab your hand or your upper arm, probably.
So, Dad, as Gayle whips out a small bundle of papers that she grabbed last night before heading out, you asked for me to talk to you about the reasons that I should stay at, Magic's in Alfea. And so I decided that I should tell you. So, as she begins pulling out her papers, she begins by pulling out her study on the comment. Well, this is a paper regarding my looking into the destruction of Promethea. I also worked directly with the Prince of Promethea, Hathor, in studying this, something that I would not have been able to do without being at Alfea. And she's going to would you like to come we're going to, as she begins stepping inside, we're going to just grab a table. There's a lot of papers to go through.
Nope. And he grabs your upper arm and like keeps you walking on the sidewalk.
Gayle's going to set her heels and try to stop.
Roll physical.
Yep. 10.
You have never been able to physically stop your dad. He's always been like bigger than you, and he's never lorded it over you, except for in situations like you have to get out of this trap, you have to know how to do this, like putting you in those situations. But you like put your heels in, you are going sideways, and from either side of you, both Merlin and Donaldo are like holding you back and keeping Riven in place. And even Ivan has like gotten up, like scraped face, bruised ass, and is also holding on to Riven.
Hey, Dad.
If these boys don't let go of the two of us, all of them are going to find an early grave.
Gayle looks at all of them.
Roll a convince someone 3 times over.
My fucking god, what? Alright, the first one. 8.
Okay.
The second one. 6. And the third one. 11.
Is like right beside you. You do not see him, but you feel him, and you feel him tense up like he is ready for a fight.
All of you?
Donaldo does the same. Although you see that he is like pulling a hand back to at least potentially grab something from his waist belt, and Ivan is like still kind of like one hand clutched to his like bad face. He's like, should we talk about this?
All of you let go of me and my father, and that goes for you too.
Ivan is like the first to let go. He's like, yeah, no problem. Yeah, your dad's a pretty good hunter, Gayle. Ow. I don't need to hear that from the likes of a playboy. I am not a playboy, as he literally has every single aspect of him as a playboy, down to the shoes. But Donaldo and Merlin are very reluctant and slow in doing so, but they stand right on either side of you.
Gosh.
And
Gayle
Merlin lets you go as well.
Okay. Gayle stands. This is too tense. Look, everyone just calm down. Dad, you said that I couldn't stay in Alfea without good reason, and I have good reason. I'm in the middle of several investigations, which I refuse to give up. And since you refuse to look at paperwork, Gayle pulls out several, the same things as before, hands them to her father. Let me just hold this for you, as she's going to reach around and grab his bag. Now you can't leave. And hands her this sheaf of papers. Now you can't leave until you actually give some thought to the things that I'm telling you.
Roll a physical. I'm giving it to you straight. I was 2 seconds away from giving you a disadvantage. Do not give me that voice.
All right.
Man. But
Yeah, it's fair.
physical to try to take his bag.
Gotcha.
If you want to take the whole bag, it's flat.
Maybe. 10.
Ooh.
I cannot stop rolling well in physical today. I don't know why.
Give me a persona roll as well.
Oh, fuck.
Please describe for us the act of stealing and pretending you didn't steal his bag.
Okay, Gayle's not pretending she didn't steal it.
Being sneaky about, oh, I didn't take it from you. Unless you're planning on booking it right after.
So Gayle, as she hands him these papers, she simply takes his bag, off of his one shoulder, and then says, great. Puts it on her own shoulder. That's a 4 on the persona, by the way. And looks over at Merlin. Car still started?
Yeah, go ahead. You, Ivan, and Merlin book it to the car. Roll a physical at disadvantage.
Yeah, does someone have another advantage, blessing? Anyone, please.
Don't worry about it.
I'm watching chat be do not give it to him. I do not want this. I want him to suffer.
No, come on. What?
No.
7.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, we can work with that.
Okay.
Give me a d6.
Oh my god.
No. Don't. Oh my god.
5.
Okay.
Even
That is a number.
You know how good your dad fights, how quick his reflexes are.
Oh no.
And as the three of you head for the car, you hear Merlin go down as your dad tackles him through the middle and has his head into the asphalt. And Ivan tries to push you towards the car as he is going towards the driver's seat.
Oh.
Oh god.
What are you gonna do, Gayle?
Gayle looks at Ivan, tosses the bag in the passenger seat, and says, "Drive, you idiots!"
Good. All right.
But he hits in reverse, drives up down the road, and disappears down a back alley towards the main center as you are left in the alleyway with Merlin's face dug into the asphalt and your dad glaring daggers at you and then him. What did these guys put you up to?
Well,
To steal from your own dad.
they didn't put me up to anything, Dad. I put them up to this.
Sir, your daughter is very convincing. Shut up.
Can you just... Yeah. We need to have a talk, okay? And I didn't have the time. I'm doing I'm learning a lot of things here. I'm doing good things. And my friends may need what's in that bag more than you at the moment, of course. Also, I know how many knives are in that bag, and I don't want them in Merlin's back.
He would have to push me a lot farther than I am now, but I'm getting there to shove a knife into this poor boy's back.
You're right.
But to start, you needing to be at Alfea for that meteor research, you could have done that from any place on the galaxy to do those types of calculations. To do any
You're
of the
right.
spore punch, you could have calculated the distance from a satellite up above if you had any inclination and or knowledge about anything. I looked through every single piece of that paper because guess who taught you how to glean information? Me.
But
You think
I would
don't
never have
know?
written that paper if it hadn't been for Romi.
So you have some data compiled on a piece of paper. What does that show for anything? You don't need to be at Alfea. You don't need to be anywhere within 2 licks of your mother.
She needs friends. And a social life.
I don't need my mother. But that doesn't mean
You don't.
that anything around her is poison. It doesn't mean that being a fairy and performing fairy magic is wrong.
You don't need to be magical to be an artifact hunter. You don't need to be here. You do not need to follow in her footsteps. This is not a place for you, Gayle. I taught you these things. I taught you these things so you didn't have to rely on others for that.
You're right. I'm not following in her footsteps. Do you know where my mother is right now? Or that person who
I
gave
know
birth to me?
exactly where she is. That's why I wanted to leave before any of that shit had to happen.
Yeah. You know where I'm not? I'm not with her.
Because I didn't allow it.
No, it's because I didn't want to. I wanted to learn magic so that I could be better at the job. Because you can teach me everything about being an artifact hunter, but not everything about magic. And magic's very useful. And every time I'm with you, I'm not at risk. There's no danger.
Because you're learning. You learn with me like you do at that school.
Yeah. But guess
So
what?
if you want your training wheels off, fine. We can go back home. You can take the lead. I'll follow from a safe distance and watch you do whatever you'd like.
If I'm
Then I'll let
taking
you
the
go on your
lead,
own.
then I'm staying here with a team of people that I can lead. Dad, if I'm around you, I'm always going to be your little girl, the little follower, the apprentice. When I'm with my peers, I'm the leader. I'm in charge. I make the plans. You know, I recruited two stupid warlocks. Sorry.
None taken. With his face half in the asshole and Donaldo still trying to be present and break up this fight, but
To aid in my plans. I can't grow to being an expert artifact hunter just learning one side of the gig. I need to know everything. And I can't do that with you, Dad. You're great. But I want to be the greatest.
roll emotional. Convince someone.
11.
Riven pushes up from the ground, letting go of Merlin and shaking off Donaldo. He doesn't quite meet your eye, but you see that his face is scrunched in thought, in anger. I thought you would be just like me. But if this is where you have to be, I'll leave.
Dad?
No.
Could you watch
No. Absolutely.
Just for today?
Watch what? You disobey everything that I've taught you? I will let you have my bag, whatever possession it is that you need. But I will not watch. Whatever you are doing today, you want to do on your own. You want to do without me. And I've accepted that. Isn't that what you wanted? So you can go ahead, and I'll give my permission for everything. And shouldering past Donaldo, he stalks back up the road. Donaldo kind of kneels down next to Merlin, like helps him up. Merlin's like pushing his glasses back into place, and Donaldo's kind of giving him a little funny look. But the two of them kind of stand before you and are looking at your dad's retreating back. Are you okay? Merlin kind of asks of you.
Yeah, I'm okay. Hey, oh gosh, Gayle reaches up and tries to like wipe his to look put the hand on his face. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I was hoping that wouldn't happen.
Well, I mean, setting in Ivan first was smart, but it happens.
Yeah.
Your dad's not a top tier artifact hunter for nothing.
He's not. Well, I mean, hopefully.
He's literally on the Council of Light, like Artifact Hunters Council.
Yep.
He doesn't go because your mom probably, but he was elected multiple times.
He says that he's too good for politics, but he just doesn't want to see my mom. And I can't really blame him. Merlin.
Ronaldo hands over the keys to his little motorcycle that he does deliveries on.
Donaldo.
You guys return this, please. Not maimed. After and he nudges his chin after wherever the fuck the tire streaks are that Ivan left in the road. But I trust you to do what you're doing. Whatever it is you're doing. Just tell me about it later. And he hands over keys.
You will not regret this. As
that's a very interesting thing to say, and I feel like I might regret it with you saying that. But.
Gayle will get him in a big jumping hug, you know?
Donato awkwardly pats you on the back, is like, no problem. Just make sure you're okay. And he seems to be directing this at you, but he also seems to be directing it at Merlin right behind you. As Merlin starts up the Vespa and not Vespa? Kind of like a Vespa, not really a hover bike, and hands the helmet to you. Kind of just pushing his glasses more firmly into place as he's not wearing a helmet.
All right. Thanks, Donaldo. I'll see you. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow for my shift.
Salutes you, and Merlin revs the engine, and the two of you drive off towards the float. Back at the parade, everyone is getting onto the float outside. Everyone is getting up, security is lining out around the edges, and the group sees Merlin's car kind of skid to the outside parking.
Do we?
Oh my god. Isn't that the car? Gabby, as Gabby points, looking up from her phone. Finally,
yes.
Yeah. Do we go? Are we on the road on the float right now?
You are going to get on the float momentarily. People are lining up behind you. Gabby's like, Tyrone, go get whatever is in there. Go. As Tyrone is looking between her and then Lily for a confirmation. For a confirmation and getting one, he runs over to the car, and you only see Ivan get out with a rough kind of leather rucksack.
Where's
and
Gayle?
Hands it over.
Where's Gayle?
Tyrone, having the very briefest conversation with him, comes running back over. And he hands the bag between the two of you, and all the girls in the younger generation kind of like lean in as like the float goers are getting into position. And roll me a luck check.
Which one? Both of us?
But either one of you can roll, whichever one wants to.
I'll roll.
You should.
Different
I
dice.
ruined your puppy. He's got your stuff.
He's a little golden retriever. He's a little golden retriever.
Oh my God, 11. Because I saw the 5 and the 6. So 11.
Beautiful. You see his phone, his ledgers, like multiple different tinctures, and almost glowing in a special compartment on the inside of his rucksack is a full bottle of fairy dust.
Oh my God, you were gonna let us go through all of that and then have the chance of not having fairy dust.
Oh my God. Okay. Wait a minute. So hang on. I like
options.
Options. Oh,
I love it.
I don't fully take the fairy dust bottle out because I'm still wary about like other people looking around. I'm like, so do we just disperse this all over the city? Is because Gayle said we'll get the fairy dust and that's it. She didn't give the other half of the plan because there was no other half of the plan.
Gabby.
Apparently, Gayle and Merlin were waylaid by her dad, and Ivan took off with the bag after it was stolen. So he doesn't know what they're doing, but he brought the bag. So did Gayle not tell you what to do with it?
No. She said, "I'm gonna go and get the fairy dust and meet us here."
Is this enough to sprinkle over the whole city? Is it enough to just put it on one person? Like, how much dust is this?
I don't know. I like hold it up. Can I see it all? Because I am very good with the little bean jar thing. Can I calculate?
I will give it only to G9 flat, just mental. See, like calculation based. Like, how much of the fairy dust do you think you need per person, or if you can just like put it over the city?
Is Lily secretly a brainiac? Who fucking knows? Oh my God, that's a 10.
Fuck yes.
Hang on.
You believe that you have enough fairy dust to maybe heal 5 people.
Fuck.
I
say
say
like sprinkle it over each person. If you go for a whole area effect, you could probably cover like a quarter of a mile if everyone that is affected is in that area, but you're still kind of limited in that respect.
Okay, I relay this to the group. So
Gabby is
approximately 5 people or a quarter of a mile square foot area, but we would have to get everybody in the same spot.
But everyone's like angry about different things. How are we supposed to get them all angry and all in one spot?
I don't know.
We use bait.
Who's gonna be bait?
Romi kind of
says Dawn, like sticking up her hand.
No.
Literally everyone around her puts her hand down. Am I not good bait?
You're great bait, but you also almost became a troll earlier, so like maybe pump the brakes.
Yeah.
That means I feel like I would be good bait.
No.
Right?
No, you were already bait last time. It's someone else's turn to be bait. It's someone else's turn.
You can't do it twice. Sorry. As Iris kind of like pats her shoulder a little bit. And Dawn's kind of like, okay, fine. Then who's supposed to be bait?
If we use the float itself as bait, Gabby, is there anything that we can do if we can transform into our Winx to make spreading this fairy dust to look like it's part of the show? Is there anything we can do? Maybe we transform and we're up there and we have our wings and we're sprinkling this dust all over and it's part of the thing.
Can we illusion it so we're like sprinkling rose petals everywhere, but it's actually fairy dust?
Lily, how many times have you been to class?
This is illusion. I'm good at illusion.
That actually is a part of the parade. We are actually throwing petals everywhere.
Okay.
Like we're doing it in the path into the crowds. Like, we could do that.
Yeah, we can do that with the fairy dust.
Yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
Okay. Is this? Are we all in agreement then?
I look at Dawn and Iris and I'm like,
you guys cool?
I mean, yeah, I'll throw some fairy dust at people.
Fair.
Oh,
We should get like one of those. What was it? Aunt Bloom said like t-shirt cannons. We should get t-shirt cannons, but for like rose petals. I feel like that would be satisfying. Whatever those are. I don't know what those are.
Rami's like, yeah, maybe I could make one of those.
It sure is nice that I have my mini welding kit,
Well,
huh?
how long is that gonna take me? Okay, listen, it doesn't matter. Okay, can I divvy up the fairy dust and give it to the Winx girls to sneak it in with the
Yes.
throwing stuff? Okay, I do that.
Yes, you are able
Claire-
to try and have the mixture come up, and I need just a quick luck check from Gayle.
Oh, from Gayle?
Oh,
Gayle.
for me?
Well,
All right.
yes. She has to arrive at some point.
Fuck. 9?
Okay.
So you don't see any sign of Gayle at the moment, but passing out these flower petals and gathering onto the float, with the float about to take off,
Mm-hmm.
with everyone starting their march, a little Vespa, and from Gayle, you are the one that sees the float and the parade starting. The two of you do arrive, so you are not aware of what plan is going on, but you are on the grounds there.
Okay, so they have the fairy dust. I haven't got it to them. Now all they need to do is spread it over everyone affected without wasting it on people who are unaffected. So, Merlin, you checked the chart, right? On the float's path.
Yeah, some of the roads may be barricaded, so we can always go around, or we can go on foot.
Okay. We just need to find the most heavily populated area.
I mean, that could be either the start or the end of the parade, as the parade is currently starting.
Well,
It's going to basically it's going to start and end at the museum, and pretty much going to end in the center of Magic's at this massive garden fountain situation where an after party is going to be held.
a garden fountain situation. That's perfect.
All right, we can head there.
Yeah.
As the two of you right away, the two of you go up on the float. Roll mental to see if you saw her.
Okay. 3.
Dirty 12.
Ooh. Time
do.
Road is looking a little bit too fine for you to see many other people in the crowd.
Yep.
But Romi, you seem to clock the Merlin on the Vespa with Gayle riding shotgun right behind him.
It's not even proper bike technique. Oh my god.
Gabby, who is sitting right beside you, getting everyone into their formations and into their seats, is like, "Oh, it's nice, but she can't get anywhere near the float."
No. She's
No.
probably going to meet us at the end.
Well, no, she still can't be near the float. She can't get near her mom.
What do you mean? She can,
I mean, I don't want to be by my mom, but you're still making me do that.
yeah.
Well,
is-
yeah,
she's
you
not
are
physically
obligated to be here, but Gayle is not allowed to be here.
She's not allowed to go to the festival at all?
I mean,
She's a
I guess
guest.
in a way she could, but she can't be in the same vicinity as her mom.
Why?
What, is her mom going to kick her ass?
Yeah, what? Is Gayle gonna burst into a thing of flames? What?
The float, the parade's about to start, and this is not my business. Actually,
Gabby! Seriously? We're about to do all this? We need to be on the same page.
The thing is, if Gayle knows, she can tell you, and then if she doesn't know, then that's not my business to say anything.
What?
It is legally not my place to say anything.
Legally?
Get into your place next to your parents. We're already one person down with my sister not being here. Just get into your places.
Oh my god. Politics. And I go over to my mom's side of the float.
You are standing between with your mother in between you and your brother. Tyrone is like marching like a little bit outside. Some flower bearers and people dressed as roses are like doing like interpretive dances around as music is coming from all sides. There's multiple floats like dedicated to mothers, to flowers, to little children who put on a little choir. Like it is like a whole parade put on, and you guys are the very center star on this parade. And you see, even though that some of it kind of got burnt on the edges, and a fiery moth burnt into flames and died on it, Gabby seemed to have gotten it all cleaned up.
Nice.
And like it's decked
Gabby.
out with even more flowers with a like rainbow variety to match like the dresses of every single Winx member. So it looks like it went from like a good 10 to like 100 overnight somehow.
Okay. Oh, can I clock Arnie at all? Because he said he was going to be like at the beginning of the parade.
You absolutely can roll for it.
Okay. You mean you? 8.
Ooh.
You see him and Echo. They're both dressed like relatively like nice. You see that couple other of what's his faces? Arnie's friends are like there with him. You haven't really met many, but you think that they're members from Red Fountain as well.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all kind of like near like the front of the gate, and they're kind of like they're waving at you. But they're also on that same side of where Tyrone is in the middle. You notice, and you notice that he looks their way as well.
Mm-hmm.
But you see only a moment of Arnie and Echo, and some of the people along the sidelines throwing some rose petals out into the general crowd.
Okay.
Do I see Xena anywhere?
Roll to see if you see Zena.
Or Sephi, perchance.
Or Sephi. Is Sephi?
It's an 8 for blocking the crowd.
Roll a d6 for me.
6. Hot dice.
You don't really see like the nice little mint of Zena's hair, and this is a big crowd, so maybe you don't see her per se, but you do see Seth. You see Seth like amidst the crowd, and he looks glamorous. Like he looks decked out in the nines. Like he looks like he'd probably be up on that float with you. And right beside him is Perdit, and they seem to be arguing with each other.
Shit.
Fuck. Shit.
Fuck.
But you only get such a long moment with the two of them, so if you want to do anything, you might have to act now.
I would like to do I essentially have like a cup of the fairy dust?
But it's like a little basket of rose petals, and we just kind of like throw it out.
So because there's like 5 of you, and there's only a limited amount of fairy dust, you could potentially have just like a certain amount of shots to get people.
Because
So
I
you feel
want
like
to. I
With
want
it
to
dispersed amongst some flower petals, you feel like you might have enough for roll a d6.
1.
Oh my god.
You feel like
You
you
didn't-
have enough.
I didn't
You
divvy
didn't
it
get
up.
You didn't divvy it up very equally.
No, I didn't.
No, like looking into your cup, into your hand, you're like, you might have gotten a short end of the stick. You could possibly ask someone else for some of theirs, but you feel like you don't have the largest handful of fairy dust encrusted roses. So you have one shot.
Why? Lily.
What?
Lily.
One chance, one opportunity.
Sephi and Perdit, back there. Throw a pedal. Throw a pedal.
I'm throwing. Okay, I
Roll
throw.
physical to accurately hit Cepheus and Perdit.
+1. 12.
You have worked so immaculately on like your upper body, like your shoulders, back, like everything that like you probably could go out and play with Christian, that male fairy, whatever fucking sport he's trying to
Fairy
put
ball.
together.
Oh yeah.
Like you feel like you could probably be his ace starter with how beautifully you arc this throw.
Yeah, and so I hit them square on the noggin with the rose petal
It
fairy
flutters
dust.
around the two of them like any yaoi scene you might see in a manga.
Okay.
Sephi Perdit OTP 5 ever? What?
Mikey's squinting at us. He's like, "What did I just hear?" Oh my god.
Have you ever?
What the fuck did yaoi come into this?
Like, I don't know. I feel like it's like they're two boys. Yeah, they're two boys.
It's
They're
so
two
fun.
boys and they're
They
good
have the
shits.
flowers
Let
and
them
the
be.
sparkles of the tower.
It's so
If not,
funny.
You know
it's
what?
been like a shoujo manga.
You know what? I've seen a lot.
Okay, does the fairy dust work on the ear wormy thing? Do any wormies crawl
notice
out? Do we
anything?
notice?
Well, the ones
Otherwise,
wouldn't crawl out. They just be.
You are
curative,
not
but yeah.
able. Roll mental to see. Roll a be vigilant to see if you notice worms coming out of them.
We notice the worm.
plus mental 9.
I think that's just the hold one,
Yeah. So do I see?
but you would be able to see almost like this, like these blacky worms turn to a nice healthy pink
Oh, good.
and kind of crawl and like go out of Purdon's ear.
Purdon's ear. Okay. Just Purdon,
You
not
do
Sephi?
see a worm crawl out of Sephi, but you didn't see it fall away.
Oh.
Shit.
Hopefully he's just
Gonna smack it away.
You know what? Am I standing by my mom?
Probably.
Yes, absolutely you are.
Okay. I stand up and I like hold my hand up and I would like to roll mystical to do some magic to try to catch Cepheus's attention.
Ooh.
Sure.
That is a 7 for that.
What do you do to get his attention?
I like bring my hands up and do like a little like bring my hands down into an arc of light essentially and like pull my sword out of nothingness and I go, "See, there's a bug on your ear."
Are you fucking kidding me?
You know that Seth saw you.
Cool.
You
Like,
see
ear.
him look over to you, squint at you, as Prudent kind of scratches his head, he's like a little confused boy. And Seth looking at you is like, and then you get too far away to see him.
At least the worms are out of Purdon's ear.
So you know that the worms were given a name curse, and fairy dust cures curses.
Yep.
So the worms might have reverted to normal form. Seth may or may not have a worm still on him.
But it's not angry,
But
though.
from what you would think, it is not a worm that causes and feeds on anger.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
I look at my mom and I go, "That's one of my friends and he doesn't like bugs. So I was just looking out for him."
Please conduct yourself in a more sophisticated manner, Romi.
Oh
We're having
my
a
god,
party.
mom, relax.
Oh, no.
If it's simply a bug, then that is absolutely no consequence of us. You can send him a mental message. Do you not have thought ribbon at this point?
no, mother. I don't have that.
Oh, I thought you'd be a little bit more advanced by now. Have you built it for your
Sometimes.
supercomputer? You're
You
not
know,
still
mother,
doing that
sometimes
bike thing,
people
are
take
you?
their own pathways. You know, not every code has to be exactly the same.
Well, if you want to have it the same of a function, it will have to be written in a certain way. There is some variety within putting them together in different ways, I would assume, but
Maybe this code wants to perform a different function.
And she's got her sword next to her and she starts like doing a princess wave too.
Oh, my God.
You ever think about that, mother?
Romi, please put your sword away. We're not at that point. As you hear Gabby like hiss whisper with a smile from like somewhere behind you. Romi, please.
I dispel my sword for Gabby.
You know I hate this color, mother.
What, sweetie? Should I call you sweetie? Should I continue to call you Romi? I know that your father has tried to give you nicknames, but I find that really strange.
No, Rami's perfectly fine, mother.
Excellent. That is the name that I did give you.
Sure did, didn't you?
My God. You're so mean.
Start to give you a little bit more responsibilities within Techno Talks, and I do hope that you can get that up to snuff with all of your grades as well. I'm very happy with the
Mother, my
call that
grades
I've
are
received
perfectly
so far.
fine. My grades are perfectly acceptable, and they are just what I should be doing as a freshman at a new school, living a whole new life.
Yes, but I've given you several different academic books and lessons and tutelage up until this point, so I'm sure that you are much farther than your peers. I should ask Professor Palladium or pretend any of your other professors for extra lessons.
Lily pretends to not hear that.
Tyrone laughs.
I I like throw a non-enchanted flower petal and just dink it at him. Like, stop.
Beautiful.
I go for like an air high five with Tyru.
I love it. But you do stand there for several minutes as Romi goes over the importance of a well-rounded education, but specifically emphasizing her end of the technology sphere as some of the most important that you could possibly have throughout the majority of the float. Like, this does not stop.
And I roll a persona check to keep my cool.
Absolutely, please do. Because this is not a new thing per se, but you've started to talk back to her a lot more. Oh God.
Oh no.
It's a 5.
4?
5.
A 5.
Still a failure.
Well, you can mark that experience in your pool. But you are getting like side looks from like Iris, who is standing not too far away from you.
Dude.
And she's like, Romi,
dude,
what the fuck? What's with your face?
I'm fine. I'm so fine right now. I am just the happiest I've ever been in my whole life.
Romi.
It's
Do you
fine.
ever worry?
I'm fine.
Oh yeah, at this point in time, Rami's phone, which is held by Ventus, gets a text from Gayle saying, prepare to spread the fairy dust at the end of the parade.
Ventus, because he is a boy that does slightly not always listen to his sister, will look at the phone and see the text with his sister Gabby hissing at him to put it away. And he kind of like says something to her, and then through like a telephone line of all like the daughters and sons, all of the kids seem to be prepared for something to happen at the end, saving their fairy dusted rose petals for that moment. As you guys are all coming up on the end of the parade. Gayle, where are you and Merlin about this point?
So, Gayle has been hard at work. Because her and Merlin are out spreading misinformation.
Not a smear campaign.
What?
Oh my god, I love it.
What are you doing?
They're best.
Gayle is essentially just like on the Vespa, just like, shouting out that there's going to be a massive fireworks display at the end of the parade. Well, a massive magical display at the end of the parade. They don't do fireworks over in Magics. Interferes with too many things.
Okay.
That everyone in the town should come see.
A magical light show.
A magical light show that everyone should come see.
Roll to convince someone. Disadvantage because of crowd.
Yeah, sure.
And
Gayle
it also was not on the pamphlet. So
it wasn't on the
Yeah, no, here's the thing. This is a secret thing that Gayle just found out,
yes, of course. You're still trying to do it to a crowd, though.
I do not fucking fail on disadvantage. That's an 11.
You have a double disadvantage. You literally did not choke. You, somehow seem so professional standing up on the back of a Vespa.
Yeah,
with almost a megaphone encrusted something.
She's like a little business suit on. She looks very official.
She pulls out of her father's bag,
Clipboard.
his megaphone rock or whatever the fuck it is. He uses for dispersing crowds.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. A megaphone to displace crowds.
Hell yeah.
Sure.
The speaking stone.
The speaking stone.
Oh my god. I'm holding the talking plate.
Actually,
I'm holding the talking plate.
I'm holding the talking plate.
Oh man. Reminder to watch episode 16. It's a good one.
It's a fun
Close to
one.
my heart.
Pass the fucking plate.
Oh
Pass
my
the
god.
fucking plate.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, Gayle is speaking plating, spreading this lie and slander that there's gonna be a magical extravaganza of a light show at the end of the parade that everyone should go to hopefully pick the people who were at the middle away from where the museum was to go to the museum to crowd in to hopefully a smaller area.
You
Maybe a quarter mile.
see people having their phones out, taking a couple videos of you, as Merlin, to add to the fanfare, is summoning sparkly lights around you, some that look kind of like rose petals, to like illuminate you as you are giving this like announcement to the crowd, and people are like video recording you, taking like something you think like pictures, and they do seem to be spreading the word.
Heck yeah.
And the start of the parade turns around the bend with the crowd kind of coming with them, as it all seems to like congregate and like circle around this large garden party at the end, which has like hors d'oeuvres, drinks, like a whole stage, like everything is there for everyone to enjoy and everyone to celebrate the love and care of the mothers on this Rose Day festival. And you see the massive float, Gayle, with all of your friends on there, including your mother and your half sister. And Gabby takes the center stage and the mic in hand. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for attending our Rose Day Festival. I was so excited to put this all together, and I hope that everyone enjoys and gives thanks to the mothers that cared for us and those that helped raise us as a community, and enjoy this special day. There are special hors d'oeuvres, and there is like the slightest whisper of like her mom in her ear, and a fantastical light magic show that we just added on at the end, completely planned.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect, yeah.
Snaps.
How the fuck did she find out? God damn. Bitch is on her phone.
She's the event coordinator, and she
knows everything.
She has ways. She has ways.
Listen,
She is a planner. She is a manager, truly, at her heart.
Mhm.
And everyone on the float is able to disembark and enjoy like the general festivities. And from the crowd, Lily,
Yes.
you do see not only Arista, your lovely mermaid cousin, but
Yeah.
you also see Talia
Oh shit.
within the crowd. And she is dressed to the nines, like she might even be up on that float with you guys.
No.
Like, yes.
No.
She is, though.
Oh, does she look
She
angry? Does she
is,
look
though.
does she look like worm pissed? Like
She, Romi mental.
9. So I get to see.
She appears smug.
Smug.
Gotcha.
Don't tell me
And-
she's fucking in line for the
Slight little
throne.
Smile, like shoulders back, like looking like, hello, Vavavoom, this is me. I am here.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of Gabby's speech, like at the whole like have fun thing,
Mhm.
Gayle is going to fly up in the air and try to catch the eye of Romi and Lily, and tell Merlin to cast an illusion of rose petals falling.
Give me a persona to catch their attention.
Gotcha. 8.
I'm gonna say they notice you. If one of them notices you, the other one will.
Yeah.
So the two of them do eventually notice you, even if they have to nudge the other. But they see you flying up in the air.
Yep. Gayle will give the signal of like a big 3, like a big 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to count down to hopefully allow everyone to release their fairy petals at the same time.
Okay.
Because hopefully, at the end of the speech, when Gabby's getting the festivities set in order, it'd be the best time to, release the fairy dust.
Mm-hmm.
Release the beast.
Release the beast, Hell
yeah.
The worms. Release the worms.
The wormies.
Release the worms. Beautiful. You all on stage, with also the cues to the other girls who are holding onto the rose petals, all release rose petals into the crowd, and with the help of Merlin, send more like a magical light show in the air.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of his is darkness magic, but it's also like the early part of the day, so like it actually works. If this had been at night, it might not have.
Yeah.
But like he is making like black roses, beautiful lights and hearts.
Pretty.
And you're like at the center of it all, watching these magical rose petals like flutter and flow over the crowd. You do see from that slight part up on stage, Talia like sitting super proud, and then you see like this like blackened worm turning pink falling out of her ear. You see Nina pushing through the crowd, getting towards Leo, very and nicely. And just before she's breaking through the crowd, her muscles tense. The worm from her ear also falls. And as you see through the crowd picking out different names, those sisters that were at the club, worms fall out of their ear. You see others that you may not know their names of, those that look like they are town folks, but they all have like these pink little worms like fall out and into the dirt of the garden.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's where worms are supposed to go,
Yeah.
is in dirt.
If they're back to normal worms, then we should just leave them alone and not just kill them, right? They're normal.
They're just worms.
They're just their normal
doing their thing.
worminess.
You could assume that they're probably normal worms. You can find one and test it, but fairy dust is known to remove curses, and this is a named curse, so ergo you would assume that that is
Now
true
they're
for these
passion
worms.
worms.
Okay.
They're worms in little berets.
So
Gayle
so we
flies
just
back down
avoided
to-
we just avoided a crisis right here.
Yeah, this could have been really fucking bad.
So
guys.
bad.
Yeah.
Nina kind of literally like scratches her head, like she is disheveled. She is not sure like what is exactly happening, but she looks at you, Lily, and is like,
Are you okay?
I really don't remember. I don't think.
I like pull her off to the side and I like kind of like make sure she doesn't look like so much of a hobo that she is right now, looking very crazy and stuff. Like, I'll give you a little down low, and I give her like a little drink to sip on, and I tell her the cliff notes of literally what just happened. And as much as I would have loved to see you deck my brother in the face, that would have been bad.
Part of the whole of the Concert of Light, and
all would have loved
probably most of the world.
Yeah, so I'm glad you're okay.
Worm in my head?
Yeah, there was a worm in your head. There is worms in multiple people's heads, but I think we did it.
Okay.
Do you need like a snack or something? How long were you out as worm?
I remember the things that I did, but it was like everything had me angry. Like it just started with like your brother saying stupid shit, and he always says stupid shit.
Yeah.
And like normally it doesn't affect me, but like it just reminded me of like my first year here and how much of a dick he was like the whole fucking time. And like it's like, you can't hit me. How are you gonna be a red fountain like girl if you can't hit me? And I'm a freshman too. And like I don't know. It just like I just wanted to like physically harm him. Should be the politically correct term, but I wanted to jack your brother so hard he didn't get up.
I am just going to smile and nod. Yeah.
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 I feel like I have to go apologize to the other girls though.
Oh, did you say some stuff to them maybe? Well, they'll understand. It wasn't you.
Yeah.
They'll understand.
So I think I might need to go find them real quick.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You look great though.
Oh, thanks. She does a little spin. She's like, this has no
Ooh,
pockets.
yes.
Thanks. These have no pockets.
I don't know why they just can't put pockets in dresses. I'm like, I know it's like an avant-garde thing was what Gabby was going for, but like
Everything.
Okay.
This is the year 2020X. Everything needs to have pockets.
Oh.
Speaking of
Go
pockets, I'll say bye to Nina and I'll go over to Tyrone and ask him for my phone.
You Tyrone when you ask him for your phone, it's like, yeah, sure. And hands it over
Mhm.
to you, no problem. So it's done. We're good.
Seems like it. Nina was wormed, so she's fine now. A lot of people were wormed here, so we should be okay, right?
Probably. And your moms didn't find out a single thing. So nice
Mm.
job.
Yeah. I can be sneaky. I'm always sneaky.
Gayle did most of the planning though.
She did. Okay, I do the sneak. I don't really do much planning. Don't say that. Don't say anything.
I wasn't going to,
Mm-hmm.
princess.
I like just poke him in the forehead.
Shh. There's photographers here. You cannot be doing that.
Oh my god. Whatever. Okay, fine. I'll talk to someone else then, since it's so unbecoming of a princess talking to her
I mean,
body.
you can talk to me, but physical touches, unless I am protecting you from someone trying to kill you, isn't really acceptable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna like just make sure that there's not a whole lot of people around us, and I'm just gonna ask him like, so we're playing last night, was that just thumbs up, thumbs down, thumb in middle? What was I just it's literally sitting in my brain and it's not gonna go away until you give me an answer. So how are we feeling? What's the vibe?
Lily, you said, can I do something crazy? And you did something crazy. That's fine. But I am your bodyguard. If you are to ascend to the throne and take over for your brother, I have to stand where I am.
Okay, bodyguard aside, what does Tyrone think?
Roll me a luck check.
I'm so excited.
9?
I think that you have a wonderful soul, even if you're a mean bitch. But no one makes me laugh more. And I am honored to, and at that moment, hi girl, how are you doing? It's so good to see you. You look so fucking good.
Yes!
Okay.
And
Fucking go!
Echo, Sally, like, wraps her arms around you, and she's like, you look so good, girl. Oh my god, I can't believe you are dressed like that. Oh my god, I wish I had a dress like this. My shows would be fucking killer. And behind her, Arnie kind of comes up in heels looking really
Oh,
cute.
yeah.
Like, very nice, like a
Beautiful.
button down, a sweater vest, like good good like dressy pants, jeans almost, like good shoes as he like walks up behind Sally. You look beautiful.
Oh, thanks. You look great too.
Are you free? We can walk around.
I like do a glance over at Tyrone, and then I look back at Arnie, and I'm like, sure, got nothing else to do.
Tyrone kind of does like the little salute that is very typical for Andros,
Mhm.
and I will follow behind you, princess. Please enjoy your day.
Thank you.
As you have Arnie on one end and Sally on the other, talking like a mile a minute, and Arnie appreciating like what you are wearing, like the event itself, asking if you were okay sitting up there with all those people. As Tyrone kind of follows from a respectful distance.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Is there anything Romi is doing at this point?
Romi is trying to get as far away from her mom as possible because
Fair.
she is not having a good time right now.
Your mom has not stopped talking to you even after like she stopped for the speech, and then she like started right up again.
Yep, mom. You know what? I think I need to go and powder my nose or something in the bathroom by myself.
Such archaic type of speech and so out of date. And Iris kind of like takes you by the shoulders, like, yeah, Aunt Techna, like, we're just gonna go to the bathroom real quick and just pee and shit and probably something like that. Bye. And like taking you by the shoulders, like turns you around and like off into the crowd where some like people in Ashini is there and kind of walks next to Iris. You look great, girl.
Yeah, Iris looks real good right now. And Robbie wipes a tear from her eye.
Are you crying?
No, I'm not. Not even a little bit.
hold on. And she Iris looks to Ashini. Ashini, like puts on like almost a visor, very like tech, cyberpunky, to hide the fact that you are crying until they can get you into a nearby restroom.
Thank you.
As they put you in, and then Iris kind of strong arms like, okay, everyone, this place has to get cleaned and fumigated. There are cockroaches, very bad. As you see this one like plump, like older woman be like, no, and just like literally scamper out of there with her hands still kind of slightly damp, and someone who looks very similarly dressed to her, but just her hair and her dress different, follow after from bathroom, just grabbing at like hand sanitizer as she leaves. Okay, I think we're good. As the two of them kind of like take you over to like the sink, and one of them kind of like bars the door. Okay.
If you guys are gonna beat me up, just do it. I fucking probably deserve it for some shit.
Oh, probably. You keep your roommates up until 2 a.m.
3 a.m.
I'm so glad I'm not your roommate. No offense.
None taken.
Sweet.
Gayle
Roommates are
and Lily
fine.
would probably say the
I
same
think.
thing.
I mean, they haven't requested for a new roommate transfer, so I'm assuming that you're fine. But okay, girl, as the genie kind of like gives you some like toilet paper to wipe your eyes. What the fuck is up? You look beautiful up there on the float. What the fuck happened? Did someone break your heart? Was someone mean? Do I have to make someone else's nose into a carrot? Like, what the fuck?
No, I think I'm fine. Everything is fine, and it's just moms. They suck. They suck really hard, and it doesn't matter what I do here. Okay? It's not going to be good enough for her. I'm not her. I can't do all of that coding. I can't do I'm really bad with the software. I can't do it. I can do other things, and it just sucks. And I don't know what to do anymore. You know, we just saved the whole entire festival, and she wouldn't have even cared if she knew about it. You know? That blows.
I mean,
She blows her nose.
obviously, Aunt Techna is Aunt Techna, and she's from what my mom said, came a long way from where she was. But at the end of the day, like, she's basically been stuck on Zenith. She's done nothing. And, you know, in a way, parents, if they don't understand, they don't listen, that's not going to change. So if you could just keep doing what the fuck you're doing, she will either pay attention and understand she's going to lose her daughter if she doesn't fucking get better, or, you know, she's going to start caring or she doesn't. You can't change that. She will do what she wants. There are parents who are like, don't fucking understand boundaries and like go into their kids' houses at like 3 a.m. to like start cooking them dinner because they don't know how to cook. Not me, obviously. My mom wouldn't do that. But it's the bit of like, they will understand or they won't. And there's nothing that you can do or say to change that. So whatever you want to live as your life, live it. They can understand at one point or they cannot. Doesn't matter. And Ashini is just like nodding along to everything Iris is saying. It's like, yeah, just be you. Have fun. So if you need a way to avoid your mom for the rest of the event, we got you.
Why are you guys being nice to me?
Well, you did kind of apologize. I don't know. It's because Dawn likes her, and she says we can't be mean to her. Oh yeah, there's that too. But you know, if Dawn
likes
me, I mean, it's a bit of like, I think Dawn, for the most part, has been a good read of people and whether or not they're nice. Because Dawn doesn't always have it easy either. Yes, and Dawn, even at the start, was so worried about making friends and having people like her when that really shouldn't matter. But
No,
if she
Dawn's
feels
a
comfortable-
delight. Of course people like Dawn. Has anybody looked at Dawn? She's great.
She doesn't feel that way all the times. So I've
that's
always just been there to
stupid.
help.
We should fix that.
Oh my god, we really should. As Ashini kind of like gives you some more tissue, throws the other one away. But the big thing here is to make sure you are okay. Don's having a good time. We just want to make sure you're having a good time. And if you're good in Don's books, then you're good in ours, unless you just spread more rumors about my bike.
Well, I mean, your bike is your bike,
Mm-hmm.
and we're
There
gonna
we
beat you
go.
anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
That's some smack talk that I'm gonna get right out of you. I put a few new spins on my bike, and Iris.
Romi
"Oh
leans
my
in
God,
close and
bike
is like, why do you think I weld at 3 a.m.? Get all my best ideas in the early morning.
Fuck.
The poisons! The poisons!
But she looks between Ashini and Iris and is like,
Thank you. This really means a lot to me. I know I've been kind of a shit, and I think I'm starting to be less of that. So thanks for giving me another chance.
Yeah, you're not too bad most of the time." And Iris
Romi's
kind
like,
of smiles and
"Ha!"
is like, "All right, let's go back out there. I'm sure that some people are wondering where we are."
I mean, we were in the bathroom like that. You know, got to go together. What if there's monsters?
If there is a monster in the toilet, I will. I don't know. I'll enter one of your fucking races. But that's not gonna happen.
Yes.
No, Iris, you would be so great on this type of bike because we could get the carburetor to look kind of like a thing of like
I
thorn
am
thistles,
so
and it'll
done
be so
with
cool.
this. I am leaving. Let's go. Ashini kind of whispers to you, I've been trying to get her to ride a bike.
No, because she would do so well with a V8 engine, and you make it look like thorn thistles for her and everything, and she'd look
I'm like,
really
she
good in
rides
it.
with me all the fucking time, but she's like, girl,
She
I
rides
don't
with you all the time.
Yeah. She always rides with me. It's either that or ride with fucking Ventus.
Yeah, that makes sense. They
Yeah. Ventus does not
Yeah.
need secret dating rumors to go around, so.
Does he want to be dating Iris?
Gods no.
Oh.
Iris doesn't want to be dating him. She's dating me.
What?
I'm sorry, was that not
What? That was an M reaction?
This is an all of us reaction. What?
But Rami's looking and going,
Okay, yeah, that makes sense too. You guys are
every time you've seen me, I'm with her. And you are remembering the times when you saw them ride up on the bike together.
oh my
When they were at the party, and when Ivan said, "Hey, do you want to go like dance or have a drink?" And they looked at each other and said, "No, we're good." Like they are always together in that sphere.
I'm so happy.
Can't be. They can't be.
Rami's
damn it,
looking,
gotta
Rami's
think
looking
some
at
goddamn
Ashini and then
fucking
looks back to
adventures
Iris
about.
and then back to Ashini, then back to Iris, and it's like,
good for you guys. Yeah, that makes yeah.
Girl, if you fucking actually like paid attention to the other people in class,
you're
would
lucky I
know.
go to class.
Bro, if we ever actually see Lily in class, that would be something.
Listen, I've been trying to get her to go, but it rock hard place, and sometimes it's not worth the battle. She just doesn't get up for 8 a.m.s. She's not a morning person.
It's crazy how you do it. You're up until fucking 3.
Rami kind of shrugs and goes,
I mean, I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Ishini looks very concerned. We should talk about your sleep habits.
I got too much to do. It's okay.
There's something called a pen and a notepad. As Shini starts to give you advice about proper sleep fucking schedules.
as like, oh my god, Rami, start journaling.
Not a bad idea. Literally not a bad idea. Like, write your thoughts and feelings down. As the 3 of you get back out into the party.
Which-
And Dawn is there to like see you guys and like wave super enthusiastic. He's like, they're my favorite girl.
I go and hug Dawn.
Hey, are you okay, Romi?
Yeah. I just
You just
I
a
just
hug
wanted
that
to hug you.
need? Oh, that's so sweet. And she hugs you very tightly back. You're so pretty up there. And I can't believe the worms are gone. I was so scared about that. I'm kind of glad I wasn't bait.
Yeah, I pat the top of her head and I'm like, we'll make sure that we won't really need bait for the next one. Hopefully.
What do you mean the next one?
Robbie kind of looks up to the sky and like looks back and goes,
I mean, it'd be way too easy if this was the last kind of monster encounter we came across, don't you think?
True. Yeah, I guess. But there's no monsters now, so let's go have fun. There was someone here asking about you.
What?
There was someone here asking about you.
Sephi?
What?
Sephi?
Hmm?
Who?
Sephi?
As you turn around, there are two people actually that you do see. You do see both Xena and Seth. Seth is surrounded by some different people. Like he is taking photos of his amazing immaculate outfit. Purdon's not really around him at this point, but then there's Xena and like just like a comfy like sweater and some jeans, and she's just like she has a little like plate of little snacks with her, and she's like just like
Xena.
at you.
Hey. Hey.
Is
Hi.
everything okay? I didn't like see anyone else with like anger issues.
No, we got it all taken care of. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you for being recon on the ground. I
absolutely.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. You look gorgeous up there.
Robbie doesn't know how to handle all these people telling her that she looked pretty. She's just kind of like, yeah, it's a dress. Anyways, do you want to hang out?
Yeah,
There's no like
absolutely. I mean, as long as you
monsters
don't
or
have any
anything.
like things that like photos or interviews or anything.
Nope,
right?
nope. My mom can take all those pictures all by herself. We're gonna go over here now.
Are you sure? Like, I could be. I could
yup, I am so
be
sure.
Okay, sure, absolutely. Do you go and say hi to Seth, or are you just going with Xena?
I walk us by him and kind of like catch his eye because he looks busy.
Are you like you're trying actively to catch his eye?
Oh yeah. I don't think it's hard with this dress I'm wearing.
He
It's very
sees
pokey.
you immediately, and he's like, "Romi, oh fabulous, darling, come here. We have to take photos."
Oh,
We do.
oh no.
Oh yeah, go. You look gorgeous. I'll just wait right here.
Wait, Xena, wait.
No, I'll be right here.
Romi
All
gets
right.
yoinked.
Pictures.
All right,
As you get yoinked into the most like intense posing like photo shoot that you could have. Like Seth has like a camera taking pictures of you guys. Like there is a photographer here, but he has photos getting taken of himself by himself somehow. But it's like these like really intense, like avant-garde, like beautiful photos that you guys are taking at this moment.
Ooh, which is a 10 for persona. How do I look?
Hot.
You look like everything you've ever wanted.
I look like the little mechanic girl in Atlantis. Yes.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
God damn it, Robbie. With a pretty sparkly dress.
I mean, to be fair, she is pretty fucking top tier. You know, can't lie.
There
Can't
we
lie.
go. Yes, that's very true. But these photos look immaculate. And Steph kind of claps you on the shoulder. I am so inspired by everything that you are doing and wearing. And
It's the passion word.
like this entire week has just been like this, like angsty blur. But
You got a worm.
A passion
You got the art bug.
passion.
You have the art bug.
an art bug. Well, I've been bitten. I enjoy it thoroughly. Like I have not taken as many immaculate photos of myself and or other people in a long time. Like I'm going to get such a follower count. But we need to take
I
more
grab
photos.
his
We
face
look
and I go,
beautiful together.
"You've got an art bug. You're gonna do art."
I don't see why I can't do art. I've already been doing art. I am a masterpiece. Have you not seen me?
Oh my god.
I mean, yes, of course you're beautiful, Sephi, but
And he sweeps you up like under the back and under the legs, like into a full, like almost bridal thing as more pictures are getting taken. And I have nothing to thank for you.
What?
And he kisses you on the top of your head.
She is beat fucking red, beat ass red, and is just kind of like holding on to him, like,
Romi,
what
my
is
dear, you
happening?
alright?
TMZ is even come in and then smear Rami's name. I can see it now. No, this is bad. This is bad.
This is gonna be so bad, but Robbie has no fucking idea what to do here.
No.
She's just
Maybe
like,
not.
you're holding me and all of this.
Of course I
Yeah,
am.
how many photographers are?
Yeah, how many
Are you
photographers
sure
are-
you are feeling okay? You can put me down.
I made you uncomfortable. I'm so sorry.
No, I mean it's fine,
Set
but
you
like,
down back on like your feet. Have I made you uncomfortable this entire time?
no, you're fine. You will not want all of those pictures after the art bug is a butterfly. You should take more pictures of you and
Oh,
do
are
that.
you thinking that you don't look good in front of the camera? Oh, no. And he summons his like floating camera
Oh my
back
God.
to him
Oh my
and
god.
goes through the photos with you. We look stunning, immaculate. Your outfit, mine. We should have more outfits. You need a bigger wardrobe. I need a bigger wardrobe. I'll have to work on that. But
Will
I
you even
have
be able to fit it in your
never
dorm?
had a better experience than I have with you, Romi, and I am going to continue it. As he like boops you on the nose.
okay. Do you want to get tea with me and Zena?
Absolutely. Although
If you say a
Zena,
fucking word about
do you
Zena,
have
I
anything
will
else to
kick
wear?
your ass.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You know, Zena and I could switch. She could wear this.
No. You look
thing.
fabulous in that, and that matches your persona to a T. You are not taking that off, dear.
Oh.
Hold on. I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Rami
And-
deflates. Any sense of a crush she had on Sephi is immediately at that comment.
No, Sephi is gone from the race.
It is one that she immediately is like, fuck. He doesn't see me.
No,
Like,
he doesn't know her at all.
he doesn't know her at all. And she kind of looks down at this dress that she's like, she doesn't like the color. She's uncomfortable in the fit. And she's like, all right, she can be this for a second. And goes,
Aww.
all right, Zena, let's go get you a cool new outfit.
Sephi's too vain for
And
Rami.
Seth is like, oh, we don't have to go anywhere. And Seth, within his part of magic, like transforms Zena almost if it's on the spot, as if
Oh
he
my
can
God.
see into her as a person. And she is like glittering, like silver metallic, like black accents, but it is this like beautiful complementary, like pink to her mint green hair. And she is as if she is part of the Rose Festival itself.
Aw, okay.
And he's like, beautiful. Now we can all go together. I can't have you walking around in just a sweater. I don't want you being uncomfortable.
Damn, Sephi, you're
This
good.
is beautiful. Thank you so much. My name is Zena. I don't think I've met you before. Cephasus, so good to meet you. I'm going to be dating Romi soon.
What?
Well, dear, that's my intention. As he gives you a wink and puts you arm in arm with Zena to enjoy the remainder of the day.
Romi, get out of there. Romi, get out of there. Fucking bail. Gotta get out of there, man.
I am holding Zena's arm so fucking tight. And I'm like, is this news to me?
And you are just met with the most beautifully smiling Cephasus.
What?
As if like the roses are behind him as well. But in this moment, as you have gone a complete 180 within this party, we are going to Gayle.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Having de-transformed back into your normal C, probably.
Oh yeah.
Your adventuring
Yeah.
gear.
What do you
Just
do?
casual gear. Well, That's sorted.
So, did you want to hang around the party? Do you want to get out of here and return Donaldo's Vespa?
Oh,
Might be a good idea.
We can head out if you want. And at that moment when Merlin and you kind of like start to walk back towards the Vespa, you hear like some like running like footsteps and rustling of fabric as like Gayle, wait. As Gabby comes through the crowd of people up to you. Hi, so sorry. I wanted to give this back to you. And she hands you Riven's bag.
Oh,
Thanks, Gabby.
There seemed to be some other stuff in there, but his phone is also in there. So I don't know, like, if you have another way to contact him to give it back to him. But I mean, it's very nice that I'm assuming you stole it from him, right?
He gave it to me with permission.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I don't know why he left his phone in here, but I'm sure that he'd want it back somehow if you can return it. I'm sorry he didn't allow you to be part of everything.
No. Wait, what?
So I might have said something to the other girls. And at this point, I just wanted to know if you knew, and obviously it doesn't seem like you did. But it's not my place and you didn't hear it from me. But your mom and dad, when they divorced, they had some sort of agreement, I don't know how it came about, that Riven would have you, and only with his permission would Musa be able to reach it out and see you. And I emailed him about you being able to be a part of everything and be able to meet with Musa, and probably Musa might be able to reach out to him. I see something is in his phone, but that's why you couldn't be part of the float. And that is where we're going to leave it.
oh my
Great.
god.